This is Aaron Levine, LG Insurance, with another episode of the And Insurance podcast. We're styling it up a little bit different to kick off the year. We're in 2022 right now. I've got K-Chev, Kevin Chiaravalloti with me, inspired by K-Chev. You know, Kevin brings a different aura to presenting himself and putting media out there. Kevin's out there nonstop making videos with small, mid-sized businesses, helping people out every day, posting motivational posts on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and wherever you can find, inspired by K-Chev. So I figured it was time to bring K-Chev on. He's interviewed me 2 times at the LG Insurance's offices, and I wanted to return the favor and interview him, put him on the other side of the conversation, which will be a good time, but also bring that good vibe, good message. I saw like a meme a couple times that January has been like the longest year we've had in a long time because January was one hell of a month. So K-Chev.
Thank you. Appreciate you having me, Aaron. It's always good to be on this side of it for a change.
It's good to get interviewed on, I'm being interviewed on a podcast this week, and then next week I'm being interviewed for a magazine piece too. So
big time, Aaron, big time.
It's nice to have somebody else ask the questions and all you get to do is sit back and answer them because you can just sit there and flow. But so you're out doing spotlights, right? That's your main business. You incorporated yourself as a business to go out and help small businesses promote themselves, and you're out doing spotlights how many times a week?
That's a good question. I probably do one a day at least.
Okay.
I work 7 days. I don't mind. I love to work. When you start something that you like and love, then you don't really mind. Whether it's driving an hour on a Sunday, Saturday night, 8:30, when they call, I come. But sometimes 8, 9, 10 a week.
Wow.
And it's just meeting different people, personalities,
right?
Just meeting different owners, becoming friends, learning about their business, doing them repeat multiple times every couple months, every month, learning about how they started their business, what drives them, what makes them different, mixing in positive vibes, like you said,
right?
Not just like a stale interview. It's lively. You know,
right.
I use my hands a lot when I talk. So just making
Me too. That's why I lock them up sometimes. I keep them locked down here.
So it's a lot of food, bars, pizzerias, restaurants, but I've expanded.
So how do you stay so skinny if you're getting all this food, pizzerias, bars, people feeding you and giving you cocktails while you're out hanging out, shooting video?
How do I stay fit? So that's just like a conscious thing. When I wake up in the morning, try to get a workout in, or when I come back home at night, maybe do another workout.
Nice.
Because I eat a lot. It's my job. But if you're always on camera, right, you gotta look the part, right?
I remember those days, pre-kids, pre-wife, the good old days.
Hopefully it lasts, right? So I'm 26 now, so let's see what happens when I'm 30 and then 35.
So when did you start this? Why did you come up with this idea? How did you come up with this idea? Where are you going with this idea? Let's go back in time. Tell me where K-Chev was 3 years ago.
So the journey is actually really awesome to talk about.
It's all about the journey.
It's all about the journey. You learn a lot throughout the journey. So graduated from Stockton in 2018, summer. So I was around, I think, at that time, 23. Started working at Borgata. My degree is hospitality and tourism. That's what I went to school for, Stockton University. Was working upstairs in the executive offices. All right. Dealing with a lot of customer complaints, dealing with different bosses, different departments.
Did you get to see the security room, all the cameras?
I did not, but maybe if I ever go back, maybe. Love the job, love learning about different things, but I was always at a desk. And with my energy, that doesn't really go well because I'm always like jittery, ready to do something. So I tried to come up with something that could be a long-term business. Didn't really know what I wanted to do, but it had to be centered around motivation. And that's what I started out as. Inspired by K-Chev was never business spotlights. Right. It was never that. It was me doing the minute motivational videos.
It was you hopping over fences in a cutoff T-shirt and being a hype man at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Maybe 6, sometimes 6. So that got me a lot of traction, a lot of followers. Started selling some merchandise. Right. Then one day I did a interview at my friend's salon. My friend Christina owns a style lounge. I said, hey, can I interview you? Talk about your story, your motivational journey. Posted it, a lot of love. The idea clicked. if I can travel Jersey and New York and do these at different places, it's a unique way of marketing. Wasn't really charging. I wasn't charging. It was for free. You have to, get your following up before you can start charging people.
Sure.
Was doing that for a while, then turned it into an LLC. And I've recently hit 1,000 total spotlights and features, which is cool. Awesome. Yeah, in the last 3 years, definitely. So like I said,
it's something so important for small businesses to continue to get their message out there, right? Everybody talks about social media marketing and SEO, and it's really just about getting your name out there and keeping a good vibe around your business and your brand. And you've been able to help a lot of small businesses do that. We do a lot, obviously, at LG Insurance with respect to social media, getting content out there with respect to education, information, and entertainment around the insurance space. And you've been able to help other businesses that don't necessarily have a good footing in social media, but even if they do, it's that much better. Because I love when you come around my spot, I'm like, good, now I have another video opportunity to post.
Yes.
And by the way, K-Chev is posting it to his 11,000 combined followers between Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
That's a big deal. Getting those extra couple thousand views is great. And now that you're charging, still low, not enough. We'll talk about that off camera. You got to raise your rates a little bit. We're going to do a K-Chev special coming up.
Listen, you always
give you a
have
discount code. Discount code.
You try to make everyone happy. You figure out what can I charge where it's fair to me, but also making the customer feel like they can afford it as well, because sometimes it's hard times for them.
Right.
And you don't want to raise your price too much. But like you said, with gas going up and tolls going up, and you have to make sure it's fair for both.
Sure.
But I guess when you're sensitive to have a big heart, you don't want to charge a lot of money. You want everyone to be happy. But I'm learning.
There's always a balance, and there's always a value to it. And you recognizing your value, I think, is super important. I think we first met. You were doing an interview it was probably for my dad at the windmill.
No, I remember you. It was Jersey Shore Barbecue. Doug.
Jersey Shore. Oh, that's right. We were at Jersey. You were doing a spotlight for Jersey Shore Barbecue. Shout out to Doug in Point Pleasant. No longer in the Belmar location, but just crushing it in Point Pleasant. That's right. You were there doing a spotlight, and I was there working on some insurance stuff. And that's where we first connected. And then you went to the windmill, and you've also connected with Jeremy Margolis from Beast Equipment and Rocco's Pizza in Bradley Beach and Keyport. This is like a shout out special.
Well, I'd like to say something real quick. So it's all good about Jeremy. So Jeremy, I was introduced to him. I don't know how, but Jeremy has been a big help to me.
Jeremy knows everybody.
Exactly. Beast Restaurant Equipment. If you don't use Jeremy for your restaurant equipment, start using Beast. He's great. Team comes, installs anything you need all across Jersey. But Jeremy has introduced me to a lot of people. Lot of people. Big time people. He's introduced me to do a lot of spotlights, and we work together. Anybody that I go to that doesn't use him, I try to send them their way or his way, and he does it in return.
That's awesome.
You got to appreciate the people that have helped you, get to where you are. And there's a lot of them. You're one of them.
Right.
Jeremy is one of them. Tom from Wingman is one of them. Just a lot of people that you got to really thank. A lot.
So you're up to 1,000 spotlights. He's like 11,000 followers.
Yeah. So the funny thing is, my Facebook page is my personal page still. And you can't have more than 5,000 people on a personal page. I have a business Facebook page.
You have a group, right? Is it a business page or a group?
No, I have a motivational group.
Okay.
It's a private group.
Right.
But I have a business page for Inspired by K-Chev, but I just have so much traction on my personal one.
It's tough.
I haven't really tried to make the switch. Instagram is my business, and I think I have like 6,300. But I like Facebook a lot more for business.
Okay.
You interact with different groups and just really good community of uplifting vibes.
So tell me, we've got something. We have spiked water in these beautiful LG cups right now. And I say spiked, it's not because it has the LG branded vodka in it. It's got this water called Perk 2.0. Shout out to the Perk 2.0 people.
It's on Amazon now.
Tell me, how did you hook up with Perk 2.0?
So Kevin and Mike and they own Perk 2.0. They also own a store-to-door direct, Restaurant Depot delivery service.
Okay. So I saw that interview.
You saw that, right? Anybody who uses the Restaurant Depot and doesn't want to go there anymore, store-to-door direct will deliver to you.
Awesome.
But I met them, and then they also have Perk 2.0. Perk 2.0 is 100 milligrams of caffeine, but no sugar, no calories. pH balance is 7+, electrolytes in it. Aaron said if he keeps drinking it, he's going to be wired off the chains.
So I'm drinking it, and I want to say this, and it's going to sound funny, but it tastes like water, right? And then I read this, and it says it's got 100 milligrams of caffeine per bottle, which is like 2 cups of coffee, right?
Yeah, so it's definitely, it's just, an alternative.
So it's going to sneak up on me. I'm going to have the jitters, in the next 5 minutes or so. We'll start shaking, but
the good jitters.
I mean, I was nervous drinking this. I'm like, what's caffeine water taste like? But I guess caffeine doesn't have like a taste. So it's just straight water with electrolytes and caffeine. Like, this is a good like morning boost.
Yeah, for sure.
Something
Instead
good to
of
drink
energy
to just
drink,
kick your day. It's probably better, easier on your stomach than coffee. So pretty good. So shout out to Perk 2.0. Maybe you guys need a new insurance agent. K-Chev will hook us up.
I'm the linkage. I'm always linking everybody together.
That's what it's all about. That's why we do business, and that's why we do podcasts, and that's why we do everything that we're doing. So as your business is growing, right, you're now brand ambassador for Perk 2.0. You've also picked up some other opportunities as a representative of other companies and organizations. And right, one thing that you always told me you wanted to do is you wanted to be on a speaking tour, right? You wanted to be a motivational speaker. Is that still something that's hot on the topic list?
I'm constantly doing a lot of, researching and watching other motivational speakers, how they, command a room,
right?
How they're up on stage and motivating people. I feel like I got that in me already, but you got to tweak it a little bit. If you're going to be speaking to thousands of people, how do you get the crowd to be engaged? And I'm always figuring it out. Speak to teams, like high school teams.
Okay.
It's just something I like to do. I love doing it. It just makes me feel happy to, inspire somebody. You know what they say? All you got to do is change one person's day.
I'm putting you on the spot. Let's give some, share that message.
So that is my goal still. And I hope that I speak at, conferences and events.
Okay.
Maybe you can help me do that. I don't know if you got any connections in that realm.
I have a few connections in that realm.
There you go. So, like you said, a lot of different opportunities. The Maximilian Foundation, I'm a spokesperson for them.
Okay.
They're down south.
South Jersey or like deep south?
No, South Jersey, Manahawkin.
Okay.
What they do is they fund programs in local schools to help kids with self-esteem.
Okay.
We're a nonprofit. We now actually got a craft market that just opened up.
Okay.
So people put all their different products in there, and vendors come in and people come shop, and the proceeds go to our foundation.
Okay.
That's cool to be a part of that. And yeah, just a lot of different people that I've met and connected with and keep expanding and growing. It's all about putting yourself out there so people can really see who you are and what you do and be genuine about it.
Right.
That's important. If you're not genuine, then, people will see through it at some point.
Integrity. I mean, it's, all we have is our word, right? What we say, our word is what we live on, right? All we have is our word.
Exactly. That's very important.
I mean, there was a saying when I was a kid, word is bond. And, it's true. All we have is our word to live on.
Just being consistently passionate and motivated and engaged and energetic.
That's it.
That's it.
There's the inspiration from K-Chev right there. We're going to cut that clip out. Andrew, if you're listening, I think we're going to just put that on loop and, spread the message.
Consistently
through
passionate. That's it. Yes.
All right. So we're doing spotlights. Give me a blooper reel. Give me something funny that's happened on camera that you can share publicly. What have some of your highlights been with respect to sharing small business stuff?
So like I said, everyone's got a different personality. Some people are shy.
You ever get anybody that's like really just like falls back and like clams up and it's just like, holy shit, what am I doing with this person right now?
Some people don't even want to be on the camera.
We don't want to shout them out.
They don't even want to be on it. They say, can you just do the spotlight of my business without me in it? And I say, well, that really defeats the purpose because I can't really do what I do best.
Right.
It's just you're not going to be getting your value.
That's interesting. When you own a small business, you are your business, right? You as the owner, whether it's a restaurant or any small retail shop or a small professional office, you are the business. When you're a small business, when you're 1 to 5, 10 employees, the owner is the brand of the business. I can't bring K-Chev in to be the brand of the business. I guess I could if I had enough money, to hire you to sit at my desk and pretend to do what I do all day long, right? And be the brand in the face of the operation, which is all good. But until you get to a certain point, you as a service provider, whether it's in a restaurant or in a professional office, are the brand. Here at Rect Productions, you know, James and Kelly are a major part of.
I just want to give a shout out to them
the
too.
brand.
This place is really nice. I like coming here. I was like, I went to the back. It's like a movie set.
The Black Box Studio in the back
I never
is
really
awesome.
been to that before. Maybe one day I'll be in LA. Who knows? But that's what I felt like I was in.
We've done a lot of fun shoots in the back. You know, Rec Productions does a lot of fun shoots. You know, This Is It Entertainment is their entertainment side of it. You know, does a lot of great stuff. So, you know, we're surrounding ourselves with good people, good business people, and continuing to grow and expand a network is super important. But back to, you know, small businesses being the brand, and business owners not wanting to be on. How do you motivate them to be like, to get in front of the camera?
Well, so it's never live, right? It's never
Okay.
live when we do it. And getting back to your blooper part, we've had to do a couple, like 5 or 6 times. Someone called me Kyle once. Like, it's just
Not with me. I'm a one take.
Well,
you know, we just go.
they always ask me, what's the script going to be? And I always say, let's just be natural, cool, be fun. I'm not going to ask you anything you can't answer. And then piece of advice that I've learned from someone at my gym, this guy, Bobby, always tells me, when you go into a place, right? Restaurant, whatever it is, you always have to make them feel happy. Whether that's complimenting how the place looks. Oh, I heard great things about your food. You have to do your research about the business first,
Right.
and say something that they're known for. Like, oh, the decor, or I heard your wings are amazing. You have to say something that's going to be like, oh, thank you. Now they're like ready to go. They're feeling happy.
Right.
So, but bloopers, like, yeah, just messing up a couple times. You know, one time, this was a funny one. This happened recently. I can shout her out because she's great. Allison from Mama Bellacello makes limoncello.
Mama Bellacello. Okay.
So we did the video. You know, I took the shot on camera, limoncello shot. Had to do the video a second time, which means take another shot. So that's 2 shots in
I would have had to do like 12 takes. I mean,
so that was funny. But my thing is, they're not just my clients, they're my friends.
Right.
So when the video is done, we're hanging out off camera, we're talking, we're laughing, we're becoming close. So
Right.
the next time I go back, it's not like, nice to meet you, Aaron. It's, yo, what's up? Good to see you. Let's ready for the video. Like, it's great. It's just these things you learn as you're
Right.
getting bigger and bigger. You know, you tweak a little stuff, you know, tweak a few things. Wow. Like I said, I've never been interviewed before, so it's like,
so what's next steps, you know, for Inspired by K-Chev? Next steps is, are you going to hire somebody to go out and do additional spotlights?
Ooh,
You're going to expand the region. Where we going? What's next for you?
that's been asked before, and I thought about it. I'm the face of my brand. I can hire someone to maybe take some calls, emails, but if I said, hey, Tommy, go do my spotlight at that place, it's just not the same.
Right.
It's not me.
Right.
It's not the person who's been doing it, which is hard sometimes because I go all over Jersey, even to New York.
Mm-hmm.
So if I get 10 a week, like 3 are in Hamilton, 1's in Atlantic City, 1's there, I got to be everywhere. So it's like, it's a balance
So
too.
it sounds like you need to hire a driver.
Maybe I need a driver. Want to be my driver?
Can't afford me, but thank you.
I know. Not yet, for sure. But it's definitely been a smooth ride. Not always easy. Come across things, maybe like,
Tell me some challenges.
it's just trying to get everyone to figure out what you do. You know, from afar, people may be like, how does he charge people? Like, how does he make money? But then people don't know I do this as a business. This is my full-time business. I'm an
Right.
LLC. Like, I pay my taxes. It's like a legitimate business, you
Right.
know? I'm not just under the radar, just being a crazy kid who has no direction. It's
That's how you start, but then you turned it into a business.
Exactly.
You had a hobby that you turned into a business, which is awesome. Which
Hired
is
my accountant. Like, it's all legitimate
which
stuff.
is all inspiring about how you can turn a hobby into business. And Gary Vaynerchuk talks about that all the time. Turning your hobby into a business is you got to start it on the side.
Yes.
Figure out where it's going to go, and then figure out what you can do to continue to scale it.
Scale it, yeah.
And then you don't know what's next, right? It's K-Chev Media is what's next, and it's going to go beyond the spotlight.
Yeah, it's just going to be a lot of different
And
things.
ambassador business, being an Instagram model, being able to put your Perk 2 water out there and
Yes.
get more product placements,
Yeah.
which I think are awesome, because if you can bring some Perk 2 water when you're going into different restaurants with you as the brand ambassador, and share the values of it and how good the water is, and you know, you never know. But then the employees will drink too much, and then the owners get mad, and
You should be working hard.
you know, it goes downhill from there. They'll be working on, you know, double time.
Yeah. But it's just like I said, you just stay focused, locked in, you know, focus on what you're doing. Don't focus on your competition.
Right.
The more you focus on them, you're not focusing on what you got to do. And it comes a lot of jealousy in all industries. You know, you just got to, you want to root for everyone to win. That's my big thing. I don't even care if someone was doing the same thing I did.
Right.
You getting clients, good for you. I'm going to support you. I don't want to see you fail because I'm doing what you do or vice versa. And that happens a lot of times.
You have haters?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I do. I know I do, but I used to really focus on it more. But then it was just taking a lot of time away from what I wanted to do. You can't control what people...
You're pushing that, right. I've seen you, you know, I've followed you, you know, you've made comments, hater comments in the past, and then you're just pushing negative material back out into the
You can only control
the
what you
universe.
can control. You know, you can't control if someone doesn't like you or what you're doing, or you're stealing away their clients in their eyes when you're just focusing on doing what you're doing.
Right. You're a value add to anybody's marketing program.
Yeah. I mean,
you know,
if
including my own. You do a lot of restaurant spotlights, but you know, when we get together and get to do something, it adds value to what we do, and that's why I do this podcast, because it adds value to what we're doing. So I think the moral of the story today is, you know, find something that adds value to your business and continue to inspire others to do good, and it's just going to follow you wherever
Karma's
you go.
real. Try to put good into the world; it'll come back. Try to uplift people, change someone's day. Just try to smile as much as you could.
It's perfect.
It's a lot of last 2 years, a lot of, you know, different things personally, maybe. I don't know what you've been through personally, but we all go through personal things, and you try to just, you know, stay focused and keep pushing.
Sounds good. So listen, we're going to stay focused. We're going to be inspired by K-Chev. We're going to drink our Perk 2.0, and that's all I got. Kev,
Aaron,
thanks
I really
so
appreciate
much.
you having me. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
See you soon.
See you guys.